Welcome to Top Gun Options Market SITREP. My name is Matthew Buckley. I'm the Chief Investment Strategist at Wealth Creation Investing and also the primary model portfolio manager here at Top Gun Options. And unless you got hit on the head and passed out last night or you were on Mars, obviously the presidential debates were a game changer. Okay, Mr. Romney obviously very in command of the facts. President Obama was clearly on the defensive, and I'm loving what his surrogates are saying today that, well, you know, he's been so busy governing. You know, Mr. Romney's been in full campaign mode. Mr. Obama's been busy being president, so obviously, you know, he's a little rusty. Seriously, folks, this is the same guy that for the past month has been in Vegas fundraising, partying in New York with Beyonce and Jay-Z as our embassies burned, and appearing on Letterman. So, you know, his excuse matrix isn't going to fly. Why is this important, folks? Because this obviously impacts the market. I'm out here in Santa Barbara right now working with Fortigent, and about 65 of their largest clients, private wealth managers, hedge fund folks, RIAs, registered investment advisors, and at the cocktail party last night, that's what was on. Everybody was watching the debate, and it's interesting to see and hear from all the heavies out here who are dealing in some serious coin, their outlook on the economy, but more importantly on the election and where money is flowing and where money is going to flow on November 4th. Because a lot of pundits who really don't know what they're talking about are saying that, well, the election, the results are already kind of baked into the market. I do not think so, folks, especially last night, talking firsthand to people that manage serious money about what's going to happen on November 4th if Obama's elected or if Mr. Romney is elected. So very interesting, and I'll follow up with a little bit more in our live trading sessions and maybe some of our trade alerts here at Top Gun Options with what I heard. But all right, Whiz, what the hell does this have to do with the market? Everything. We had some good news earlier in the week, right? Remember on Monday we had some great PMI numbers, service, non-service. Didn't have some, good construction numbers, but we saw a pretty interesting week of good news. Great news yesterday out of the ADP numbers, right? The non-farm payrolls report that's due from the government on Friday, but ADP kind of gave their report, and it was good. Non-manufacturing PMI was very good, and then today, not too much on the news. Factory orders month over month is good and in the green. But tomorrow, folks, all eyes are going to be right here: non-farm payroll and the unemployment rate. This will be a stock market moving event. And as options traders, we love this because it means what? Volatility. So what are we seeing today? We're obviously seeing a market that's rallying on some good news, economically, but also I believe it's rallying based on the debate last night. Like I said, the people who have a ton of money to invest see last night as a good. But again, tomorrow with the unemployment rate, it's going to be ginormous impact to the market. One thing I want to talk about strategically, which obviously isn't making too much on the front page here. It's on the front page of the Journal. I recommend you take a look or at least do some digging here. Syria attacked a town in Turkey. Okay, Whiz, why do I care? You care, especially as an American, because Turkey is a member of NATO. And if you don't know what the NATO charter says, it says an attack on any NATO member is an attack on everybody. So technically, by the spirit and letter of the NATO charter, the United States was attacked by Syria yesterday. Okay? And Turkey responded by, shelling one of their towns back or something like that. Folks, that's the first external spillover from the Syrian conflict, and Turkey isn't going to sit back and take being punched in the face. They have a very well-equipped military, and this could get ugly. Okay, so don't think that everything's sunshine and lollipops when we wake up one day and Ankara has declared war on Damascus, and guess what? We're in NATO and we need to do something. Remember the Libyan operations, folks? Remember Obama's leading from the rear, so to speak, saying, oh well, France, Great Britain, all these other countries are in charge, even though we flew about 90% of the sorties, provided all the air-to-air refueling and just about everything else. All right. Good stuff going on, folks. Let me take a look at what's going on in our model portfolio. Market's up 86, SPOOs are up about 10. So that's some pretty nice movement out of the market. Our positions in a hedge portfolio should look like this. We should be seeing some greens, some pinks, some reds, and some light greens, and this means we're pretty well hedged. We have a lot of hedges out there on volatility, on gold, and also on oil. On the USO, we have a bunch of double verticals on that are looking pretty good right now out to November. This one we should take it at a minimum break even with the $500 credit that we took in, but I see it swinging around. And then this USO double vertical up about $1,000 so far, 76%. But having an absolute blast trading this market, folks. The volatility is just incredible. Got a lot of positions on gold just because Helicopter Ben and Uncle Bernanke's out there doing a level laydown with his helicopter and buying mortgage-backed securities. So good stuff going on. We're going to talk about a good article yesterday about what's his face, the the money manager that it cracks me up. The guy slams Chipotle, and the stock corrects like you read about in I Just Slammed Chipotle magazine. The guy is slamming it because he says Taco Bell's new menu is going to compete with Chipotle, folks. Taco Bell to me is a case of Busch Light, which is all I could afford in college, and 3 o'clock in the morning run to Taco Bell. And since we can only afford a little bit, we ended up sucking on like Taco Bell sauce packets. So him saying that Taco Bell is going to eat in Chipotle, it's apples and oranges there, folks. It's like comparing McDonald's to an Olive Garden or something like that. So we're about to get bullish on some Chipotle here because it's this guy beat it down, and he's also he was quoted in the Journal as saying at this conference as he slammed Green Mountain and Chipotle that I don't know why people blindly follow me. I'm wrong more often than I'm right, or something along those lines. So essentially he said, I'm slamming Chipotle, but I could be absolutely completely wrong, and I think he is. So if you're in our trade alert service or our live trade briefs, we're going to get some bullish trades, or at least some neutral trades on Chipotle, especially trading the weeklies. Love trading weekly options on Apple, Goog, and Chipotle, and it's obviously been turning out very well for us because and like you guys used to hear me saying that people lie, but numbers don't. And we've been doing some good work since I started managing the model portfolio, the primary model portfolio, and the wealth creation with options model portfolio back in March, and we're up on $50,000 on average of haircut over $96,000. So do the quick mental math there, and that's nearly 200%, or what's that? 180, 170%. Can't do the mental math. Like I said, we've been trading Chipotle weeklies for a while to the tune of about $4,400 in profit. So got to get going, folks. Got to head out to the conference here. I'm giving the keynote later in the afternoon to all these folks. If you're interested in joining us, taking a test flight here at Top Gun Options, go to this page, Top Gun Options /TA-LTB-services. Scroll down to the bottom and take a 14-day test flight into our services, both our trade alerts that are emailed and SMS to you, as well as our live trade briefs, which you can get 4 hours of live trading a week, so that's a total of 8 hours of live trading. And you can watch myself and a very experienced volatility arbitrage trader manage a notional $100,000 paper trading account live in action and get updates as we make them to the model portfolio. Okay, so stand by for tomorrow. Going to be a huge day with our non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate, and also I forgot to mention consumer credit. Tomorrow afternoon is going to be huge as well. What month-over-month consumer credit numbers are going to be interesting. Keep an eye on the election. Keep an eye on what's going on in Syria. Like I said, Turkey is not going to sit back, and we know that Russia and China are kind of the big brothers right now for Syria, saying we're not going to let anybody mess with them. Well, guess what? Turkey starts messing with them. The United States and Great Britain and the other NATO allies are going to have to get involved. So keep an eye on what's going on overseas. Okay, stay strategic, keep your periscope up and looking down range, and don't stay tactical in this environment, or you're going to get your rear end handed to you. Okay, happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and I'll be back with tomorrow's SITREP, or actually our Friday market wrap up over at WCI. Make sure you watch that because I'm going to a bunch of conferences today, like I said, and I'm going to let you know what the heavies are thinking. Okay, we'll talk to you later.